When Han Li returned to Luoyun sect for the 4th time, how shocked was Lü Luo? Not only was he accompanied by a young girl, but he himself had already advanced to the late nascent soul stage, possessing incredibly powerful magical abilities and treasures, making him an existence that no one in Tiannan dared to provoke. Seeing Han Li's increasingly unfathomable cultivation, senior brother Lü Luo was overjoyed, holding Han Li's hand tightly. It was well known that every time Han Li returned to Luoyun sect, he brought back immense benefits for the sect. The first time he returned, he brought back Liu Yu, a core formation stage cultivator. The second time, he brought back Nangong Wan, a nascent soul stage cultivator. The third time, he directly advanced to the mid-nascent soul stage, and this time, he had broken through to the late nascent soul stage. Lü Luo couldn't help but tease, "Junior brother Han, next time you come back, you might directly reach the deity transformation stage." This time, returning from the chaotic Star Sea, Han Li fulfilled an old connection he unexpectedly encountered Wen Siyue of the Muin sect, with whom he had previously crossed paths. Back then, Wen Siyue was ostracized by the Muin sect, and it was Han Li who helped her escape the sect and left her cultivation resources, allowing her to successfully form her core. Now, Wen Siyue is no longer the impoverished female cultivator she once was. She has married a fellow core formation cultivator surnamed Tian, and the couple are deeply in love, with a daughter named Tuen Qing'e. This girl possesses the dragon raw physique, an extremely unique constitution. Initially, Wen Siyue and her husband thought their daughter was possessed by an evil spirit, seeking medical help everywhere to no avail. Finally, they risked venturing into the Star Palace teleportation array, intending to travel to the outer Star Sea to find the white deer fish demon's inner core to save her life, and it was there that they encountered Han Li. However, to Han Li's astonishment, this young girl not only possessed a unique constitution but was also a natural-born array prodigy, effortlessly arranging high-level arrays. Upon first seeing her, Han Li even momentarily suspected that she was the reincarnation of the array master Xin Ruyan from years past. Upon seeing that Han Li was already a late-stage nascent soul cultivator and learning that he had a way to control her daughter's dragon raw body, Wen Siyue's eyes immediately welled up with tears. She pleaded to entrust Tuen Qing'e to Han Li's care. Looking at the 17 or 18-year-old girl before him, whose features possessed both Wen Siyue's exquisite beauty and a hint of Xin Ruyan's charm, Han Li's heart stirred. He readily agreed, immediately accepting Tuen Qing'e as his disciple and taking her all the way back to Tiannan. On the way, Han Li secretly pondered, with Liu Yu, Song Yu, Mu Piling, and his Daoist partner Nangong Wan within the Luoyun sect, plus this exceptionally talented disciple, wouldn't he be surrounded by beauties from now on? But he never expected that his own little thought would coincide with his second nascent soul. This second nascent soul was no pushover. Years ago, Han Li had used the mysterious female nascent soul transformation technique left by Xin Ruyan, supplemented by the second avatar crafted by Mu Lanzhu, to cultivate this second nascent soul. It shares all of Han Li's memories and emotions, yet possesses a greater degree of autonomy. Years ago, when Han Li passed through the Tianlan grassland, he was pursued by the Tianlan Saintess. In the chaos, this second nascent soul was lost and wandered for many years. Unexpectedly, it proved incredibly capable, not only infiltrating the most dangerous place in Tiannan, the Fallen Demon Valley, and cultivating the demonic techniques of the extreme Yin Island, but also wielding the Lü Luo sect's treasure, the Ghost Banner. Even more astonishingly, it directly seized the body of the corpse owl from his past life, and under the nourishment of the demonic energy of the Fallen Demon Valley, forcibly cultivated to the mid-stage of the nascent soul realm. Thus, a being possessing all of Han Li's cunning and experience, yet free from the moral constraints of its original self and solely focused on demonic cultivation, was born. However, by sheer coincidence, 3 female cultivators Song Yu, Liu Yu, and Mu Piling went to the Fallen Demon Valley to gather spiritual herbs for cultivation. Upon entering the valley, they were captured alive by this second nascent soul. Interestingly, this fake Han Li didn't harm them at all in his eyes. These 3 were already his own people. Once he possessed his true body, as a demonic cultivator, he would naturally take all these close associates under his wing. This second nascent soul was also extremely cautious. It mistakenly believed that since it and Han Li were both at the mid-nascent soul stage, to reliably defeat the original, it had to go to Seven Spirits Island to absorb even denser demonic energy and break through to the late nascent soul stage. Little did it know, Han Li had already broken through to the late nascent soul stage through various fortuitous encounters. Upon learning that Song Yu and the other 2 had disappeared in the Fallen Demon Valley, Han Li immediately set off. With a flap of his wind and thunder wings, he instantly flew to the valley. Using his special connection with the second nascent soul, he quickly found the 3 imprisoned individuals and rescued them with little effort. After hearing their account of their ordeal, Han Li immediately guessed the second nascent soul's whereabouts and rushed to Seven Spirits Island, just in time to witness the second nascent soul absorbing demonic energy and attempting a breakthrough. Without a word, Han Li attacked immediately. In just a few rounds, he rendered the second nascent soul cultivator utterly powerless. After dealing with this traitor, Han Li immediately erased his consciousness, completely eliminating this major threat. Only then did Han Li breathe a sigh of relief. If this second nascent soul had truly grown, he would have been far more terrifying than Jiyu Feiyu, potentially plunging the entire Quannan cultivation world into calamity. After eliminating the threat, Han Li returned to the Luoyun sect with 3 female cultivators. By this time, news of his advancement to the late nascent soul stage had spread throughout the cultivation world. On the day of the Luoyun sect's grand cultivator celebration for Han Li, Wei Wei directly brought along the Hehuan old demon and led over a dozen mid-nascent soul cultivators from Quannan to challenge him, ostensibly for a friendly exchange, but in reality, to test his strength. Han Li did not refuse, immediately facing off against Wei Wei and the Hehuan old demon in a 2-on-1 duel. His fingertips flashed with sword light, easily suppressing 2 late-stage nascent soul cultivators, leaving them unable to defend themselves. This effortless display left the surrounding nascent soul elders dumbfounded, their eyes nearly popping out of their sockets. Little did they know, Han Li hadn't even used his full strength. If he had used his late-stage nascent soul puppet, the 5-hearted demon, and the 8-spirit ruler, even 5 late-stage nascent soul cultivators working together might not have been his match. Later, when the Supreme Young Master, one of the 3 great cultivators, heard that Han Li had defeated Wei Wei and the Joyful Union Demon, he was filled with disbelief and personally went to the Falling Cloud sect. However, after only a few casual moves from Han Li, he was completely convinced and returned to his sect, where he secluded himself for life. Through these several rounds of battles where he overpowered the 3 great cultivators of Quannan, Han Li's title of number 1 cultivator of Quannan was firmly established, and the Falling Cloud sect rose accordingly, becoming the most prestigious sect in the entire Quannan region.